I'm here with Norcom senior KJ Davis, the East Carolina signee after his team's 73-67 win over Potomac in the 9th annual VaPreps.com Basketball Classic at Green Run High School in Virginia Beach. Well, last year, KJ, I think I told you could have split the MVP with your teammate Travis Fields, who's now at Old Dominion. Tonight, you get the trophy, 28 points, but I know you don't care about the individual accolades. Getting the win tonight against Potomac, coming from behind, just take us through what the battle was like with them nip and tuck the whole game.
It was a tough battle. They're one of the toughest teams I've ever played. Had one of the best big men to me that we played all season. Disciplined team, so it was a pretty good win, and I'm proud of the team.
Yeah, that big man you referenced is Nana Apoku going to Mount St. Mary's. He had 12 points in the first quarter, had 20 in the first half, but he only scored 3 the rest of the game. I saw you checking him a good chunk of the game the rest of the way. What did Coach Goolsby and the staff say that you had to do to kind of bottle him up?
Well, like you said, he had 20 in the first half, and that's all I needed to hear. We knew that if we stop him, then it's not much they can do. Yeah.
Well, you're a wing, but given your size and your length, you got to check a lot of big guys during the year. But knowing that, I mean, Norcom doesn't have a true dominant post guy, and he's kind of that big man inside. How much did you really have to feel like you just want to keep him away from the basket? What was kind of your strategy in defending him?
My strategy was to front him and make sure I let everybody know on the backside to help. And then also, when that happens, just box him out, try to get him out the paint, move him out the paint, and yeah.
So basically just deny him the catch and then also keep him getting those offensive stickbacks by making his jump have to be harder to get, pretty much. You guys had the lead there, and then the fourth quarter, they take the lead right back. I stepped out for a second, like, wait a second, what happened? Had the lead. I think they were playing you guys with a 1-3-1 zone. Did you guys recognize that? What did you do to kind of adjust to that?
Well, we recognized it. They were pushing up more and more every time, and then sometimes they would decide that they wanted to trap. So it was like we had to have guys flashing middle, guys spacing out. We tried to get to the bucket more and shoot the good shots because it was late in the games.
I feel like the last few games you guys are starting to turn the corner. Maybe not officially yet, but the LC Bird game you guys could have won, and the role guys around you and T.I., Travis Ingram, are starting to step up. Carly Hamlin's hit some shots. Deshaun Roberts' confidence is slowly but surely getting there, and Darren Allison's been playing better. How much pressure does that take off you and T.I. not having to score every time?
It takes a lot of pressure off of us. We know what they can do. We with them all the time in practice. It's just something that they have to get accustomed to and learn throughout the season. So, yeah, I mean, it's expected. I wasn't surprised that they hit those shots. Yeah, so.
The last two for you. What did you know about Potomac coming in? They obviously had, I know, one of their key starters, and Jamal Washington didn't play an All-State guy. But what did you hear from Coach Goolsby? What did you know about them coming in? Anything at all in particular? Or?
I knew their record. I knew that they've been a pretty successful program. I know they won last year, right? Yeah, they won last year. I know that I don't think it's too many Virginia teams that beat them.
Yeah, 28 straight coming into tonight.
Right, yeah. So that's what I knew.
You knew state champs and you were up for it. Well, you guys, every big game's almost like an event for Norcom. You played LC Bird last week. You played tonight in our Virginia Preps against Potomac. You play next Saturday against Bethel in our Virginia Preps. And oh, by the way, you got IMG Academy the night before that. How do you guys, I guess, not expend too much energy, but expend enough to compete and win those games?
I mean, it's just something that we just learned, I guess. Learned since I've been here. We've always playing in the big games, always playing against tough teams. So it's something I'm used to, and I just want everybody else on my team to get used to it too, so that they can have those big games.
Well, great game for the Greyhounds tonight. 14-3 now in the season after this overtime win over Potomac, and KJ Davis, a big reason why. 28 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks. Congrats, and we'll see you soon.